section for the Kenny Veach End Cave hike. We're not going to hike right now because it's pretty hot. Although it's not the hottest part of the day, it is still 100 degrees plus. But we may hike tomorrow or we may hike Sunday, depending on how the weather is. But it is cooking out here. We plan on hiking one of those days. We may camp. We do have our camping stuff with us. But at the moment, I am just scoping out areas that we could hike from or hike to based off the roads. I'm only going to be live for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. I don't have all my hiking gear on right now, but we're not in a crazy hard to reach spot. But like I said, I'm just scoping out some spots to hike. The hike may be tomorrow, it may be Sunday, or we may camp overnight. Camping is allowed, so depending on how we feel. But we're out here in the Las Vegas desert near Area 51. And anybody who knows the area knows that this is the hottest time of the year. It's 100 degrees plus right now. Not the hardest part of the day. Or I mean the hottest part of the day. The hottest part of the day is noon to 2. And then today when I looked at the forecast, it was 110. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 112. But we're not in a crazy hard to reach spot. There's actually a parking spot nearby. I'm just scoping out some of the geology. Oh wow, some glass on the ground. But the game plan this 4th of July weekend is to put a check in the box of some of the places that we hike. Now, historically, we've only hiked near Cow Camp Road. We're about 5 miles from Cow Camp Road right now, something like that when I looked at the Google Earth. I don't know how the quality of the video is, but we will film with our GoPro. So that way, if the quality of the stream's not that great, but we try to live stream whenever we do have service. And right now it says my service is okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the quality of the stream is going to be that great or the audio is going to be that great. We've hiked over here. That's more where Cow Camp Road is. And last time we went up to Wagon Canyon, and we were trying to reach Wagon Spring, which is more up here over these cliffs, back in there a few miles. We haven't decided whether we're going to go to Gas Peak. We could go to Gas Peak, camp up there, hike to the top of Gas Peak, check out a place called Fossil Ridge. We could come more out this way and hike up to Wagon Spring, but that is a pretty hard to reach area, and it is the hottest time of the year. And the climate, the reason it's super hard is because the climate elevation is a little extreme. But we hiked right around this corner is Wagon Canyon. I think it's actually like literally right in there. If you watched our last video, that's where we hiked, and there's like a big drop off or cliff face where the water washes down there, and we would have to climb over it or scale over it, get over it. So we decided that one of these times we're gonna climb up over this stuff and then walk along the edge of that canyon to see what's washed in there, and then make it up to that hard to reach spring. Over this way is actually Dead Man Canyon, and there's an old cabin up there. I've seen some YouTube videos of people that have hiked up that way, but I'm not necessarily looking to we don't like to go places where a lot of people have been, because we're trying to get to those hard to reach areas and explore places that haven't been seen. But regardless, this weekend, whether we're on this side of the mountain or the other side of the mountain, and if you're not familiar with the mountain, what we're looking at is Sheep Peak. Andrea is with me right now. She's just back at the car. I decided to go live because we told people who follow us or subscribe or whatever that we would go live when we could. And so that's where we're at. I'm gonna walk this way a little bit. I'm not gonna go too far from the car because I'm not wearing my hiking gear. I don't have my hiking stick. I don't have my medical supplies or anything like that on me, but I'm only 100 yards from the car right now. I'm actually in flip-flops, but this area, there's not a lot of like exposed cactuses, and I haven't seen any wildlife right now because the day is cooling down. So they're probably up on more in the rocky areas over there. But one option is we could climb up on this, go back over that, go up about 2 more miles, and we God, I keep saying reach. I don't know what my issue is, but reach Wagon Spring, and then walk back down Wagon Canyon, and that'll check that off the list. We've walked Wagon Canyon, like I said, is up in here. We've walked all along that cliff face and then checked all the caves that were in there. We only found 2 caves, the Triangle Cave, which wasn't that deep, and then we found another small open cave, and it wasn't that large of a cave, but we went in there and it was a little bit deeper. Our goal is to get into the higher elevation. And if we can't find a deeper cave where those are, and a lot of times they're not caves. You could call them caves, but they're just areas that are more weathered out. But I'm just walking through here, making sure I don't kick a cactus, documenting what I can. I like these areas where the materials wash down because you never know what could wash down from the higher elevation. We're out here looking for Kenny Veach and the M Cave, but we're like, anybody who's watched our videos knows that we're more of an adventure channel. This is the Kenny Veach M Cave mystery is a fun thing that we could do while looking for history out here and looking at the geology. The temperature right now, I just saw the comment. The temperature right now is 100 degrees. It was 110 at peak temperatures, but at the moment it's only about 100 degrees. It's not that bad. I'm in shorts and flip-flops. I don't have my hiking gear, but I'm not that far from my car. We're out here scoping. We're just driving on the dirt roads out here, scoping out different sections. We might not start here where we're at, but we might maybe we might hike this way, and then in the heat of the day take the road back because it's a flat path. Just pace the road back, like hike fast in the higher elevation stuff and check in the caves and stuff like that. Oh, 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, I got you. But it's a little warm out here, but like wearing shorts and stuff like that. I'm from Southern California, and I'm actually in the high desert. Yeah, so when I'm sitting in my house, it's normally like 103 degrees outside. But I'm just kind of walking around where the parking spot is, checking out these washed areas, because you can find old cans, old bottles, stuff like that. I'm on federal land. I can't pick anything up. I apologize if the quality of the stream's not great. I am using cell phone service, and depending on how spotty it is, it may get a little blurry, or the audio might get a little messed up, but we do record everything with the GoPro. Oh wow, there's a cool little canyon in here. That's real cool. It might be a good idea to walk along the base of this too. So Area 51's right over there. The boundary, the base actually moved a lot closer. If you're familiar with the Kenny Veach story and the M Cave story, he was hiking and found a weird cave. People kind of convinced him to come back out here and check it, and fast forward to the end of the story, he ended up going missing out here and has been missing for years. So Andrea and myself have dedicated, because we're not at the location where we live isn't too far from here, so anytime we take a little mini vacation out here, we make sure to hike around a little bit, cover some ground, and that way we could see some of the history, see some of the cool geology, but we might stumble across the M Cave, or we might stumble across Kenny Veach, and we get to do our hobby while potentially helping out, or solving some weird, let's just call it internet mystery at this point. It's still an open investigation with Las Vegas PD. He might be alive. For the question that was just in the chat, he might be alive. I don't know. A lot of people think that he could have faked his death, or he could have had an accident, or he could have committed suicide, or I think the possibilities are endless. And we don't know. We try not to act like we know. But what we can say is that the areas we've checked, haven't seen anything. We're very thorough. We check any cave that we want, or we see that we think is deep enough for something to be in there. We even check cracks and stuff, something where you could crawl in there, potentially hide something. We make sure to check. Oh yeah, I seen that where they think that he broke into the shop. I happened to watch that special on CNN also. But you know, even if he's not out here, it's all a scam or whatever. The intrigue of the mystery makes it fun to get out here, because there's a potential to solve a mystery. We could, whatever the circumstances are, whether they're really sad circumstances or it's all a hoax, or he's not really missing, and he happened to make himself disappear. We enjoy seeing the wildlife. Last time we were out here, we got to see a desert tortoise. That was kind of a bucket list. I've seen a lot of those, but like out here, I wanted to see a desert tortoise. Well, I captured on camera because I've never got one on camera. And then there's a lot of history out here. And there's Andrea right there. So Andrea, come check this out. So like I said, we're not in our hiking gear, but we're not that far from the car, just because we're scoping out places to park and potentially walk to or walk from. Andrea, there's actually some really cool canyons over here. They're not really they're not large enough, I think, to be considered canyons, but I'll walk back over here and show you, like right here. Don't step on a cactus, by the way. There's a few out here. So yeah, we might drive over to Gas Peak here in a little bit. We might go over to Cow Camp Road. The thing is, with Cow Camp Road, we've had quite a few hours of hiking over there. We've had some pretty extensive searches for that little small area, which, like I said, is right over there. That's also where, oh sorry, my finger's so big. That's also where Picture Canyon is. And we've seen other hikers like Scott Nuttall is one of the hikers for sure that's been over here. Up this road is an old cabin, and if you watch his videos, you'll see he hiked up Dead Man's Canyon, which is up over here, and he checked out the campsites up there in the canyon, and the old cabin that's up there. But today's not the big hike and discovery. We're just a little bit away from the car. We're checking out the washes over here, because who knows when we'll make it back over here. This may be the area we hike tomorrow and or Sunday. It's not off the table. Yeah. Sorry, I'm saying a lot and I'm breathing a lot because it is still real hot out here. And oh yeah, it's right here, Andrea. I already lost it because I'm talking too much. But if you wanted to walk down in there and check that out while I film and talk to them, it's not that far of a walk. There might be some cave paintings or wall paintings from the indigenous people. And there we found those last time. One interesting thing for those of you who are watching, we've actually decided, yeah, you want to walk if you walk in this gravel, that's a little bit softer. And just make sure you don't kick a cactus. I'll film you going in there. So your efforts aren't in vain. Okay. I'm just winded because I've been talking and walking. But there's another one right over there. Do you see that one right over there too? Yeah. But this might be a good idea to walk along the face of this eventually. And then walk up in each one and check it out. Because you never know what's got washed down in there. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You should be fine. If you pick a cactus, we're 20 feet from the car. More like 100 yards. So for those of you watching, one interesting thing that we're going to do is, no matter what the weather conditions are like, we're going to come out here and try to hike a bit and figure stuff out. But Sunday night, we're actually going to drive towards Indian Springs. And we have a mount with us, like a camera mount. And we're going to film the sky. We're just going to actually stick the camera above the sky and film the sky out here. For one, the stars are fantastic, and the camera, we've already tested it, has a great zoom feature. But we, for those of you who think that there's UFOs at Area 51, and that sort of stuff, we're gonna set up the camera. We're gonna have it set up Sunday night. Park the car out here where there's like camping spots. Have it directly above the base, and just provide commentary, chat with you who are interested in that, and do like a sky watch for UFOs or UAPs. That's gonna be Sunday night. Wow, that's really cool in there. I'm following her a bit. Really cool geology. But like I said, either tomorrow morning or Sunday morning, we're going to be doing another Kenny Veach M Cave hike, which we'll record with the GoPro, as well as go live stream whenever we have service out here. And I know I keep repeating myself, but I never know who pops in or whatnot. But the service, the quality of this it's all based on cell phone right now. So if you really like to see it in high definition 4K, you can check out the video when we upload it later. Right now we're just going live in an area that we're checking. Andrea's right in there in this little baby canyon. We're also going to jump over to our TikTok in a bit, live stream for a little while. And then, oh, way cool.
Yeah.
Make the decision. On where we're going to hike, where we're going to search this trip. So, if we do search, it's going to be early in the morning, out of the heat. We have to finish whatever mission we plan.
Doesn't it look like there's something weird in that little, see that brown thing?
Yeah, let's film it for the...
It's such a weird color. It doesn't look like a rock.
What are we looking at here? Do you guys see it online?
No, just in this opening right here, this hole to the right.
Oh, that piece of tin?
Oh, is it tin?
Yeah, it's like a piece of tin, like a can.
Your vision's way better than mine.
Yeah, it's a rusty can.
What's it doing way up there?
Can I zoom in with this? I haven't done that. Everybody see that? It's like an old can or a piece of tin that was tossed up there. Oh wow, that is cool. I don't even know how we would be able to get that down.
Yeah, it's impossible.
But it's definitely rounded. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I bet you we can climb up this a little bit and get a good eye on it. So we're going to investigate this piece of tin. We might have an old relic, which would be really cool to document. We're on federal land. We can't remove anything. You want to take the heat, Andrea, and narrate for a little bit since I'm winded?
Sure.
Walk up this like this, and then we'll go up here and then kind of get a top view of it.
Okay.
You just walk through a spider web. Come on.
I know.
Well,
Huge
you
spider
need
web.
to move.
Oh, I'm not going to hold it. Just
No. I'm just going to film you.
Okay. So we'll try to get a view. All the weird stuff too. Duct tape or something.
Just right there. There you go. Parkour. I know we're not wearing the best hiking stuff, but it's really, 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 really hot. So.
Yep, we just got here and checking it out. Okay, let's go this way. This way. Who was that other YouTuber though that was out in his sandals?
I don't know.
There was one of them.
Yeah, but I think he was doing it as a joke. He wasn't really hiking in his sandals. We don't recommend hiking in flip-flops, but we're right outside of the car. And we're being extra careful. We're just documenting. We always think it's a good idea to, whatchamacallit, check out places before. Now, what is it? Like a spray paint, top of a spray paint can?
Oh,
You can barely see it?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up there. Everybody online's getting a good view of your butt cheeks right now.
Bottom.
You got them apple bottom jeans. Here, will you grab the phone
Yeah.
and just document it?
Put these back on. There we go. Okay. Here he comes.
All right.
So it's right.
You see it?
Oh, awkward. Sugar.
No, it wasn't him.
No.
And his flip-flops.
I don't think it was. He usually wears pretty good gear.
Where'd it go?
It's right around the corner. Oh,
Okay, well, let me get eyes on it since I
yeah.
go here. Flip-flops are not the best.
You look right over the top of it.
Yeah, it looks just like I can see it now.
Now they got a view of your green apple bottom.
Apple bottom view. I can't. So for those of you watching online, don't have flip-flops.
Oh yeah, Aqua Trigger also searches there. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
We have watched those videos. Oh.
Yeah, it's just like just a piece of tin. You want to hand me the phone?
Sure.
So, and like I said, today's not the day that we're doing the big hike or thing. We're just doing a little exploring out here. The day before, we might come out Sunday. Let's see if I can do this without falling off. No, I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna hang you guys over the edge. I lost connection for a little bit.
I like the heights.
I don't know if you can see it. Let's see, where did I see it? Oh, right here. My little flap. We're on the Sheep Mountains. Yeah, you should be able to see it now because I could see it. See that little piece of tin in there? It's just it doesn't even look that old, Andrea, really.
No, probably.
Somebody tossed here. I'll hand this back to you.
Hit by the sun.
There we go. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for asking.
Sorry, guys.
All right, just yeah, can you?
Nice thing.
I need to get over there.
Yep,
Andrea,
let me
so
scoot.
you just work your way back down, and then I'll follow.
All right, we're gonna go this way back down.
Yeah, it's hot, but we're at least a little.
So we got a nice view of the whole desert from here. There's a nice breeze, which cools it down a little bit, but you can still, even though it's
hot.
Even though it's almost 6, you can still feel the direct heat from that sun.
She's lying. It's hot.
It's
It's very hot.
it is.
We're in shorts. I couldn't imagine wearing my pants and boots right now. I'd be miserable.
Yeah, it definitely is very hot. Like the sun, you can feel it directly on your skin.
All right.
Even at 6.
Well, there's no guarantees we're hiking here tomorrow. We may go hike on Gas Peak, like I was saying. We may go back to Cow Camp Road.
Okay.
Here, I'll take this back from you.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the best way down.
So, thanks for jumping on the live stream.
I'll walk on that.
We're gonna make it back to the car. We may pop back on today. Look, tomorrow, Sunday. Look out for our live streams. That's when we're gonna be doing the real hike. We have some bucket list places, some springs, some areas where we know there's some smaller caves, stuff like that. Any caves that we find, we'll definitely jump inside it and explore. If we go to Gas Peak, we're going to go up to Fossil Ridge on live. And it even said spam on it. The only spam I like comes in a can. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, we're going to be doing the M Cave hike this weekend. We don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. We don't know if we're going to be over here. We'll give you more details when we go live. We're going to have this camera set up over Area 51 in Nellis Air Force night. We're going to be, oh, I had this thing in the way. We're going to be documenting pretty much the sky. If it's just stars you're seeing, join us for the conversation. We're just doing a UAP, UFO / star watch. Oh, look, an arrowhead. That's an arrowhead, right?
Could be.
Could be. We can't pick it up. We can't take it.
Yeah.
It looks like an arrowhead.
It does.
It doesn't mean that it necessarily is one. We're on federal land. You can't remove anything that's over 100 years old. We wouldn't even take anything unless it was newer trash to kind of make the area better than how we found it. But right now we're scoping out some spots. Then we're gonna get you know, a good dinner in us, get hydrated. We may go hiking tomorrow. We may scope out more spots. We may go hiking Sunday. It all depends. Right now we're by Dead Man Canyon. It's over there where we're parked. Other hikers have been out here and checked it out. The game plan, like I said, is to do a very serious hike, something around 6 to 8 hours. We have all our gear. We have plenty of supplies, GPS, all that stuff, so we'll be safe. We just talked to a firefighter on the way in. He said we're the only people he's seen out here all day. He gave us his card just in case we find anything or need help or anything like that. So, yeah. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. And
Happy 4th of July weekend.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
And another M Cave, Kenny Veach hike. And remember, like I said, we love it, whether it's a hoax, whether it's real, whether there's a big underground base around here somewhere. We enjoy the geology, we enjoy the nature, we enjoy finding the old relics. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. We're gonna hop over to TikTok, so if you follow us on TikTok, we're gonna hop over there, give them a little love. And then everything that we do, we'll document in 4K on our GoPro. Later.